Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Shelflowers Facts. This is an example of the type of evidence that is being used to evict us. I would like to ask the audience to scrutinize this video and share their opinion with us. I myself had to watch the video several times to notice this crucial point, so I recommend watching the video more than once. This video is used as a prime example of how I am accused of following and filming other tenants. It is extremely important to us to find out what percentage of the audience will come to the same conclusion as we did. It is also worth mentioning that if this took place in a normal setting, we would not give it any thought, but it is a challenge to dismiss it when what you're being accused of is being done to you. Stephen Goldenberg is one of the witnesses who has signed an affidavit that accuses us of various things, one of which is taking photos and filming him and everyone else while they're in the common area. His affidavit can be seen on my Instagram page and in video 28, where I also explain his motives. This video was recorded in mid-January 2026. During this time, Myra, our abusive next-door neighbor, was reverting back to her old pattern of harassing and abusing us. I found it necessary to have my recording device ready whenever I was in the common area of the building so I could have documentation of Myra's transgressions. I was contemplating filing a restraining order against her, and presenting any recent evidence to the court would only increase my chances of obtaining a restraining order. My sole reason for recording is, and always will be, to defend and protect myself. The video is fragmented into 3 parts and taken by a Stacy's doorbell camera. Stacy is also one of the neighbors who has signed an affidavit against us. In video 7, I have evidence that proves how Stacy has contradicted her affidavit in a major way and also explains her motives. In the first segment, I enter the building, pause for a moment, thought I heard the gate or Myra's door open, turn on my body cam and continue to walk towards the stairs. At that point, Steve is not present in the common area. In the second segment, I have started to walk up the stairs, and Steve comes out of his unit, walks towards the stairs that are closer to the entrance of the building, and ties his shoelace. In the third segment, I am at the top of the stairs, momentarily pause and look at my phone, and Steve walks back to his apartment and enters his unit. As he goes back into his unit, I am continuing to mind my own business and walk up the stairs towards my unit. Now, here's the thing that nobody is mentioning and is bothering Terry and I a lot. Obviously, I had no way of knowing Steve was even going to come out of his unit at that point, but he had various ways of knowing I was outside in the common area. Also, it made no sense for him to come out like that just to tie his shoelace, unless he was looking for an excuse to accuse me of filming him, knowing, of course, the video would be available from Stacy's doorbell camera. Stacy is also one of the witnesses for our eviction. In Stacy's affidavit, she makes the same claims about me as Steve does about what is in the video. And this is going to be used in our trial that takes place on June 16, 2026, 8:30 a.m., Van Nuys Courthouse, Department H, 3rd floor. At this point, we are not expecting a good outcome, as this and a lot of indisputable evidence that should be used to dismantle their wall of deception continues to get ignored by everyone, including our attorney. In this post, I also show pictures taken from my doorbell camera of Myra Gutierrez and Matthew Jeremiah, neighbors to each side of our unit, both of whom are prime examples of the type of arrogance having several against one has allowed them to have, knowing what it will do to us. This type of consequence-free behavior is also the reason I have to walk around wearing a body camera and be prepared to document all sorts and types of abuse at any moment. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue.